going. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Chow Line. I am kind of pre-started so it wouldn't take so long. This is your favorite Tupper pal, Lisa, and you are stumbled into your bowl connection because I am tossing taco stuff. It's Taco Tuesday. Now, Bubba's at work, but he does need to eat tomorrow, and I need to eat tonight. So I found a little recipe called taco soup. Now, I'm cooking it in the pressure cooker, because that's my best friend. But I'm using my deer ground meat. I'm browning it in the stock cooker because, you know, we go ahead and we put that fat in, and I don't want the fat in the taco soup. So my ground meat was actually thawed out, and I've just put it in for 3 minutes and broke it up. I'm gonna put it for another 3 minutes. So let me explain to you what I'm doing. I am taking my Tupperware pressure cooker, my best friend, my new best friend. Well, no, I think my Big T has become my new best friend. For drinks, margaritas, definitely. But as far as the pressure cooker, the way that you want to use the pressure cooker, a lot of people are afraid of pressure cookers, and I never really even used a pressure cooker on the stove. But I fell in love with this pressure cooker once I found out what it can do. And I have made it my mission to help you bring meals to the tables in minutes. The reason why I started using this pressure cooker is because when I was working at AutoZone, I was the salary store manager. I worked 50 plus hours in a week, and my schedule was never the same. Some days I was an opening manager, which means I had to get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, get dressed. I live an hour away from anywhere. So I didn't take anything out for dinner because I never knew exactly what time I was going to be home. And if I was an opening manager, you can pretty much bet that I was not getting out of there until 6:30. And an hour back home, Jason was home by 6:30 on a day shift. And when I got home, he was in the shower, and I needed to cook supper fast. So I started using my microwave tools. My first dish that I made with the pressure cooker was pepper steak, using deer meat, of course, and that came out good. It came out good. I haven't made it again because I'm like going, oh, what else can I do? Oh, what else can I do? When I worked a night shift, well, that meant that I needed to go ahead and be at work for like 10 or 11 o'clock, you know, so somebody can go to lunch. And then I worked until 10 o'clock at night. By the time I got home, it was 11, and then I would play Tupperware whenever I got home until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So me coming up with meals that I can get to our table in 30 minutes or less has been a blessing. And I have since made it my mission to go ahead and take those recipes that my grandparents, my grandmother, my mom, take those recipes that I grew up on and tweak them and put them in the pressure cooker, in the microwave, so we can have dinner in like less than 30 minutes. So, it was an accident you know, like my okra gumbo, when I found out that I couldn't smother them down and it made it a gumbo without meat, I made it my business whenever we pulled our garden that I would go ahead and make shrimp and okra gumbo in my pressure cooker, in the microwave, in under 30 minutes, in the heat of the summer, and it was amazing. We didn't even have nothing left. I did the same thing with the chicken and okra, and we threw a little bit of the smoked sausage that Bubba went ahead and did with our deer meat. And again, nothing left. So I'm really, really in love with my pressure cooker. So tonight what I'm doing is I'm making a taco soup. Although it may not look like it's a soupy form, it's definitely going to be a taco soup. So with that said, I needed to make sure that I had started off with my brown cooked ground meat. And I went ahead and I used my stack cooker for that. Now, let me tell you, I've just been doing this like 10 minutes and it's not hot in here. So microwave cooking is probably the best cooking mechanism, method that you could have for the summer. Wintertime, okay, not a problem, but you know, during the summer, as it is, you know, I have thyroid issues, so I'm constantly cold, so, you know, it goes, I just can't afford to have the air blowing any longer than it needs to. So, what I did is I used only a pound of ground meat, and the reason why it's in the stack cooker is because the fat, and I don't know if you can see it from there. This is the junk. I'm going to bring it closer. This is the junk that we will not be having in our soup. So, what we start off with is a pound of ground meat and just pour it into the base of the pressure cooker. Now I made a mess, so I got to clean that up. Shame on me. Well, let me tell you something. I was trying to figure out, we have muscadine trees, okay? And one of the muscadine, oh, the dogs will get that one. One of my muscadines have some grapes already. And I said, I wonder if I can go ahead and put muscadines in the pressure cooker. And I found a recipe for a jam in the pressure cooker, or in a pressure cooker. They call it an Instapot. But it was only like a 20-minute process. The process was for like frozen fruit, but I had fresh fruit. So what I did, which I'm so proud of myself, I went ahead and I took my supersonic chopper and I chopped 2 cups of grapes, whole grapes. I chopped it with the chopper, you know, because muscadines have at least 4 seeds, little bitty seeds. And I took it, once it was chopped, I put it in the base of the pressure cooker, and I added 1 cup of water. 2 cups of water and 1 cup of sugar. And I microwaved it for 10 minutes. And once it depressurized, I took my masher and I took the grapes. I put it. I had a concoction. I had it rigged up. I had it in my Black Impressions bowl, you know, because it's grapes. I didn't want to turn my pink bowls purple. So I took my Black Impressions bowl, I took my colander, and I dumped the grapes in that colander, and I took my masher, and I just mashed and mashed and mashed and mashed. And then I took the juice, put it back in the pressure cooker with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And stir it up, put it back in the microwave for 10 minutes. I have 1 jar that is made, and I took a little bit and I put it in the refrigerator to see how well it would set. I mean, because there's no gel in there at all, but it's a refrigerator jam. So I'm gonna prep this, put this in the microwave, and then I'm gonna get the jelly and we're gonna see if it's set, because it's been sitting in there right now probably for about 30 minutes. So getting back to my recipe, we are making a taco soup, and what we're gonna put in here, of course, normally I would go ahead and put my tonies and my garlic and my onion, but I'm using taco seasoning, so I'm not putting anything. What we do need to go ahead and start off with is a can of kidney beans, which I'm going to have to go rinse it, so I'm going to kind of be going back and forth. I guess I could go ahead and, what did I do wrong? There we go. I could turn this around so y'all can see me at the sink, but I still have to put my back to you. So anyway, the recipe calls for I got it right here. The 1 pound of ground meat, 1 can of kidney beans drained, 1 can of black beans drained, 1 can of whole kernel corn drained. It says 1 can of Rotel, but I am using my homegrown canned stewed tomatoes. 1 can of tomato with chili peppers. It calls for 1 chopped onion, but my stewed tomatoes have onions, so I'm not going to add an onion. Alright, so let me go rinse and drain this one. I'll be right back. So this little lid comes in handy. So 1 can of kidney beans. Then I need the 1 can of drained black beans. And of course this one has the pull tab. So of course this one you would actually cut yourself on. Let me go drain that one. Notice that your canned goods, if you have to drain something, it usually means that the stuff that they're packing it in ain't good. It ain't good for you. Alright, then I need 1 can of corn, which is drained. So we will go ahead and open up our corn. I don't have to rinse that one, so I don't need to go to the sink. Easy peasy. And we'll take that, put that there. And we are going to drain. I do need to drain it. I'll do it this way. Alright, drained it in another can. Alright. Now I need to put my stewed tomatoes. Stewed tomatoes, and these were done in June with our garden. Then I need tomatoes and peppers. When they say Rotel, a can of Rotel, what they mean is a brand name Rotel, but what they wanted to say was stewed tomatoes. It kind of looks the same. Alright, we're going to mix that up. Now the tomatoes have a lot of moisture in it. My stewed tomatoes have moisture in it. The corn has moisture in it. So there's no need to add any juice. Not at all. I'm kind of far away and I do see that I have comments, but I'll reply to the comments. I'll reply to the comments afterwards. Or whenever I put this in the microwave, then I'll go ahead and I'll get my little jelly and see we can chat at that point. Alright. Alright, magic ingredients. A pack of taco seasoning. And this one is the mild. You know I'm a wuss. So this one is the mild. And then also a pack of Hidden Valley Ranch. I had never ever thought that Hidden Valley Ranch could be in a Mexican dish. But it is. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this up. And I'm using my spatula. I could use a spoon, but I kind of fell in love with my spatula. So we're going to mix it up so that way all the stuff is mixed and incorporated and I don't really have powder. Now this will go in the microwave for 15 minutes, y'all. That's it. Just 15 minutes. We can talk for 15 minutes here so y'all can see what it does. Well, it's going to take another 5 minutes to go ahead and depressurize. So it depends on if y'all want to hang tight with me. I can show y'all my new cards that I'm fixing to kick in. Y'all can all play on that one. I'm running a movie night in my group called Your Bowl, Your Community. I posted stuff up there. We have 35 members, y'all. But if y'all not in that group, jump in that group. And when I get to 50 members, then I'm gonna go ahead and do a drawing for a piece of Tupperware because I got some. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this in. Safety precautions, you want to make sure that your pressure relief valve is in place, your imploder valve is in place, and as a reminder, this is not a handle, it's just another safety precaution. It does have a little seal on it, so you want to make sure that the seal is there as well. It has a lock and unlock little pictogram on the handle, so if it's down all the way it's locked, and then unlocked is like this, or you can just flip it completely over. It's a 90-degree turn once you match your arrow on the cover to the arrow on the handle. And we're going to go ahead and put it in for 15. Alright, let me toss these. Now, okay, so here is my jam, jelly, whatever. Can you see it? It's It's not completely set yet, but it is definitely, it tastes good. Okay, so let me show you what I'm about ready to kick in. And like I said, everybody, I'm a neat freak, I don't like to be dirty. Everybody can play this one. I am probably going to go ahead and start it in September. When my friends were here from Nevada last week before, last weekend, I took them all over Louisiana practically, and we hit Louisiana market shops in Henderson, and I found this deck of cards. It's actually called Deck of Meals. You see it? Deck of Meals. Right? Now, I grew up watching my aunts and uncles, my old aunts and old uncles, my grandparents play a card game called Boo-Ray. And it's hard to play a card game really virtually, right? But what I decided I would do is go ahead and present it so that way you give me the suit of color and you give me the number, and if I choose your suit and number, that would be the recipe that I would cook. Cook, wing, whatever you want to call it. Like this one here, I gotta move my thing out of the way. This one here is the 6 of clubs, and it's black. So you would have to say black 6 club. And this recipe is T-Bob's barbecue shrimp. And I would go ahead and try to tweak it into Tupperware in a 30-minute or less configuration. So it depends, because this one right here is in the oven. Guess what? I have a toaster oven, and I have an Ultra Pro pan that goes in the oven. What? And I like shrimp, so whoever would pick this one would be a good thing. There's a whole bunch of other ones. Let's see. Oh, red 10 of diamonds, Carnmark shoot. I know how to do that one. I ain't done it in I haven't done it in the microwave, but I do know how to make that one. Let's see, different. Let's see. Ooh, black ace of spades. Lil Bobby's bread pudding, and I love bread pudding. So of course, whenever I present this, I'm gonna present it on a Facebook post on your bowl connection, and you get you would have, like, when I post it, you have 3 days to comment on it. So that means that you need to follow me, right? Once you comment on it, I will have 3 days to go ahead and make sure I got all my ingredients and get everything situated, so that way we can cook. Sound fun, right? So anyway, we've got 10 minutes left on the taco soup. So let's see. We're going to talk about some things. I guess you can call it commercial break. I'm going to drink my coffee though. Today is Tuesday, and we have one more day of free shipping of orders of $149 or more. Whoa. Now, if you can't do it by yourself, then grab your neighbor to the left and grab your neighbor to the right, and y'all put those bad boys together, and have one delivery address, and all of you can save on shipping because it is free shipping up until tomorrow at midnight. Now tomorrow is Wednesday. So up until Wednesday at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central, so that means it's going to be 10:59 my time. So, but yeah, that's free shipping. Plus, we also have our new catalog is coming out, and they've already had some price drops on the things that were going to be in our fall catalog. They've already dropped the price, so you gotta go run and go and take a look. I don't know what all the price drops are yet because they really haven't posted it. But the price drops have been affected now in this current catalog that is going to be in the new catalog. Let me see, and what else? Oh, T-Boy. T-Boy, let me show you T-Boy. In live and in person. T-Boy. T-Boy made the trip back from Orlando with me. Okay? T-Boy here, it's actually called the Big T. I called him T-Boy, so he has a name. T-Boy. T-Boy is on pre-order, which means that if you would want it, you need to go ahead and message me and get on the list. So, this one here, they come out September 16th. They will come out. They're not a catalog item, so it'll be probably gone within 24 to 48 hours. So you want to get on that pre-order list. We have this one, which is in a, I call it a cobalt blue, but you also get it in the shorter tumbler size. You have that option in the blue. And then you have both options in a lilac color. They're all going to be coming out on the September 16th. This one right here is $39. The shorter one is only $29. So if you want to get on the pre-order list, comment on here, hashtag T-Boy. And then I will put you on the list. I will get your information and we'll get you all ready to go. So that way when it drops, all I would have to do is send you a payment link. Easy peasy, right? So we got 6 minutes left. So this is T-Boy. Here, let me tell you, let me explain it. So it comes with a straw, which is good. And the straw is in the center of the cap. It also has the drinking spout. So when you have them both in place, it is leak proof. It does not spill. I actually had my straw in. While I was driving, and I missed the cup holder part, and it kind of tipped over. Now I had coffee, and it didn't come out of the straw, so I was pretty happy about that. It's got a screw cap instead of the press down cap, which makes it really, really easy. Now I'm right-handed, which will make it good for going ahead and drinking. But normally when I drink with the handle out, just like this. Don't ask me why, I'm weird. Okay? So it's kind of hard to drink from the spout when it's on the side. So I'm so happy to have a straw. But I'm going to tell you, I put hot coffee when I hit the road. I put a quarter of her pot of coffee in here. I put my my sugar, I'll put my creamer, the whole 9 yards. And I went to take that first sip and I burnt my tongue. So I said, well, maybe let me make some iced coffee with it. So I went in with my big gulp cup and I went to get some ice and the ice machine was broken. So there I was having to blow through the straw in order to sip some coffee. This was done at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning, and I got home at 1:30 in the afternoon, and my coffee was actually cooled off enough that way I can go ahead and sip on it, and I still had almost the whole thing of coffee. Made it for a long travel day, that's for sure. But this is T-Boy. Get on the list, put hashtag T-Boy. Okay, so I got 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes left. It's still going to need another 5 minutes to depressurize. And once it depressurizes, I can go ahead and open it up. So what I will do is I will add some pictures. I will post pictures of the finished product rather than keeping y'all hanging y'all here. It'll give y'all an opportunity to go and scroll that website. It'll give you an opportunity to go ahead and jump on in and play catch up on the movie night post that I kicked out on Sunday. And of course that's going to be over with tomorrow as well. Yeah, it'll be over with tomorrow as well. So that's all I have. I'll go ahead and reply to comments whenever I'm done. And I'm so happy that you were able to jump on and see me. Again, you jumped into Chowline at Your Bowl Connection, and I am your favorite Pepper Pal, Lisa. Y'all have a good afternoon.